Here at the end of October on the farm, we've got acres and acres of grass and hay, now all mowed, that needs to be baled and shuttled off to the cattle. We're going to need to find a good baler and forage wagon because we have lots of grass to move here on the farm. You can find a link to this playlist in the description below, or check the channel page for other farming series you might like. Well, we've got all the grass and the hay cut out on the fields over there. And, well, here we are at the end of October, so it's probably, well, we're not going to have any grass grow back, so we got all this fall until the snow starts falling to get it off the field. We've got, well, here we can pull it up on the map here. These two, if you'll recall, these two fields right here we marked as for hay, and these fields here I left. So I've gone through and it's all ready to be baled. And got us a baler. That's why we're so short on money. I found us an old Claas baler that we could use, just a round baler. So it's gonna. I'm not a huge fan of round balers because they take more time than square balers, you know. But we didn't have a whole lot of money, so we got us a baler that'll work. I just came back from the store because I got us a bale trailer also, but it won't hitch to the hitch on this truck. I wasn't sure, and yeah, it won't hitch to this. So, for a bargain price of about just over $15,000, I got us a baler and a trailer. Yeah, the trailer's still down there. It was just raining, but the rain's cleared up now here on the last day of October. So, yeah, we might want to go down there and get the trailer, but we don't need it just yet. Haven't taken the baler out to the field yet. It's out here. It's up there hooked up to the tractor. It's ready to go out to the field. And that's kind of really about, well, baling is, as of right now, the only thing that we've really got going on. Although we should probably check on the cattle. I mean, obviously, all the grass and hay here is for our cattle. We should probably check on them. But, yeah, so here's our... Let's take a drive through this. So here's all our grass and hay. This is going to make a lot of bales. I think I estimated it might make like 60 bales, but I actually think I was off. I think I was way off. I think this is going to be like over 100 bales. It's really hard to... I don't know. My estimation is it's a lot of bales. It's going to be a lot of bales. So this field here is also all grass. And this is all grass. And then here, these last two sections of the field here are hay. This way we'll have some, yeah, we got some grass to make into silage. We got some hay to mix with it. Well, yeah, I guess let's get to baling. Now, we just got this baler. I haven't tried it out yet, but hopefully it's a good baler. Let's see here. Let's get it to work. And so we got us, a pretty cheap little bale trailer down at the store that needs to be picked up. Oh, wow, this thing's got a pretty narrow pickup, doesn't it? I mean, I really got to run this right on the, yeah, these round balers. Oh, this is going to be a real pain. Look at that. It's not even picking up all the, oh, well, it's full now. All right, so I've been out here using this baler. We're going to be getting a different baler. This baler just won't cut it. It's got a, well, it's round. It's a round baler, so you have to constantly stop and let out the bales every 20 seconds. On top of that, its pickup is barely wider than the windrow itself. It's so, like, it's constantly leaving hay behind. And then by the time I back up and correct it, it's full again. I have to drop off another bale. It's, we're just going to have to, I say we're just going to finance a square baler. It's going to be expensive, but that's why such options exist. We're going to take this back because we have a lot of acres of, straw and grass, hay and grass. I mean, we have a titanic amount, and this is going to be like 100 some bales, and the amount of this thing is I guess we just got off to a rocky start today, so we're just gonna lesson learned. I was hesitant to get this because round balers are frustrating and time consuming. I know we have a lot to do, but it won me over with the price. but no price. Not even, yeah, it came with a $12,000 price tag, but no price is worth all the hassle that this thing caused. It is so narrow. I didn't even notice how narrow it was when I got it. It's so narrow. It can scarcely even pick up one windrow without leaving some behind. Yeah, so we're gonna take this back to the store, and we're gonna get us a real baler, because we got real work to do out there. I mean, we got a lot of bales to make. All right, let's see what we can get for this here at the shop. Just gonna have to bring this back and hopefully get close to what we paid for it. Yeah, close enough. All right, so we're gonna sell that. And yeah, we're just gonna have to see what we can, we're just gonna have to finance and make payments on a new baler. I guess I haven't used that option yet. We've taken out a loan to buy a thing here or there, but we haven't financed anything because that commits us to monthly payments. And I was like, well, we should wait until it's something expensive that we really need for the farm. And I'll tell you, we need a square baler. Yeah, we're gonna need a square baler. Let's see what kind of options that we've got here. These are just the best. Man, they are expensive. I mean, yeah, that's why we've got to use the financing. Well, I don't see any reason to spend any more money than we have to. We'll get the affordable one here, and we'll just use the twine that comes with it, I guess. We'll put a plate on it, and we're going to click this, and we got options here. So of course, right now we got, so we're going to do this for 1 year. That's 14,000 a month. That's doable. Yeah, it's doable. All right, and that leaves us with 1,700 bucks, but we're walking away with an actual baler. Yeah, and here's our bale trailer that we've got down here. We need to get that up to the field. No fancy bale loader yet, but hey, we've got a telehandler and bale spike. So that'll just, that's going to have to do. So we'll be loading them by hand, I guess. And we've got a cheap trailer to do it on. At least we've got a good baler. So this is now like our kind of, this is our prized piece of equipment here. I mean, well, this along with our John Deere 8R, which is what's going to run this. Yeah, we'll hook this up to the 8R. So that's our prized equipment there. I mean, this thing's pretty nice. Well, let's get it back to the farm, though. Well, we had a bit of a tough start today because, well, it was raining earlier today, so I had to wait until the rain passed so we could start working, and then, well, the whole baler fiasco. So, it's been a rocky start, but here we are set up to go, and I gotta say, I'm looking forward to using this. I'm looking forward to using our new toy. We're definitely gonna put this guy to work, so we've got some round bales out there that are already baled up. I don't know. We'll just have to set those aside, obviously. And this thing is going to make. Oh, this is going to be beautiful. This is going to make quick work of the fields. Of course, we're going to have a bit of a long job loading them all by hand. But if you're good with the loader, it's not that bad a job. All right, so, yeah, so we got about a little, not quite half and half. We have a little less than half of this as hay, and a little more than half of it is grass. The grass here, well, you know, that's a good question. I'm baling this. We're going to bale some of the grass, but, you know, primarily the grass is probably going to go into silage. Yeah, so I'm out here baling this grass, and I'm thinking, yeah, we want to make this into silage. So baling it is, yeah. Well, we don't want it in bales. We want it in the bunker silo. We're going to make this, we're going to finish this one last bale here. So, yeah, this thing's missing some of the pickup as well, which is, maybe I'm used to having a baler with a wider pickup. That's really annoying there. But anyway, let's finish this bale here. And, well, you see, I think ideally we're going to want a forage wagon so we can pick this up and dump it into the bunker silo. I don't have a way that I know of to cut these bales open. See, in the past, that's what I've done is I've baled them, taken them to where I'm taking them to, and then cut the strings and, you know, but I can't think of a way I have to break up these bales. So for now, let's head over and bale up our hay, because our hay is getting baled for sure. This here, we may come through with a forage wagon and just pick up. Traditionally, I've always had a mod that lets me cut open bales because, well, I just think it makes sense. I just see that as a pure quality of life thing. In real life, I could have some snips to cut the bales with, so I figured, hey, it's not an issue, but I don't have that mod here in FS25, so I'm sure one exists. Surely one exists. Surely there's a way to break up bales, but until I can figure either how to break up a bale or lease a forage wagon, let's go ahead and get our hay baled. Boy, today's been full of snags and things such as that. The hay, though, yes, without a doubt, the hay is getting baled. And we'll have to find a good place to put it. There's room over by the cattle barn, I'm sure, to stack bales. We'll have to look for that. Man, this thing is, yeah, today's not the day for this. I'm not having a good day out here in the field. This is missing stuff. I don't know what my malfunction is with the baler. It just needs to bale this. How closely do I have to watch this thing to make sure that it actually picks up all the hay? I mean, really, you know, we've got like, I don't know how many acres here. We got several acres to bale. It's like, you know, I want to get on with it already. And it's missing this everywhere. So, there's a few round bales out here. These small little bales. We'll just, yeah. I knew that square baler was going to be the way we'd want to go. Because there's just so much to get baled here. These bales probably hold a lot more than those round bales too. Those round bales, not only do they take longer to make, let's hop out here. But let's see how much hay is in these. Let's see. Yeah, those are only 4,500 liter bales, and these are here probably twice that. Not quite, no, but they're over 7,000 liters. There's a lot to go. Well, we got quite a few bales. Let's get that, you know what, let's do. I'm going to park this over here, kind of out of the way a little bit. Let's check on our cattle and go pick up that bale trailer and get some of these bales loaded. Let's see here. Yeah, let's check on our cattle and see how things are over here. Check out our bunker silo, things like that. All right, so here's our silo. Let's see how the cattle are doing here. Nope, they're not in the building. They're all out in the field. Well, they're all doing pretty good. Same as when we last checked on them. They have got some milk that we could take to sell. And you know what? That would actually be a great idea because we could really use that money. We have like no money right now. You know, yeah, we don't even have money to like rent a, you know, I was thinking if we wanted to rent a forage wagon just so we could pick up that grass and put it in this silo here. We don't even have money to do that. We could rent a trailer because we don't have a, that's the problem. We don't have a milk trailer, but we got enough money. I bet we could rent a milk trailer and sell the milk and then we'd have some money. Now, we've got plenty of crops to sell. We had a huge corn harvest, but ideally, you know, that corn's going to sell best this winter. We're way better off waiting to sell the corn. But we'll get down here. We'll look at renting a trailer to sell the milk, and if not, we'll at least pick up our hay trailer and get it up there, get some of those bales off the field and kind of see how things are going to go with that, see where we're going to put it and such. This right here would hold the milk that we have to sell right now. Wanted to lease this. Yeah, we could lease this. Barely. But that's how it goes. So let's just lease this. We have 480 bucks left. Let's take this up, pick up the milk that we've got, sell it, and that'll be some quick money for us right there. As we've got just over 8,000 liters of milk. We got enough to fill this. And then we'll come back. Wait, this doesn't have a hitch on the back of it, does it? Of course not. How lucky do I expect to get? Hold up, though. Yeah, the trailer doesn't either. Well, I was just thinking, what are the odds that we could just tandem pull these trailers out there, and the odds honestly were about 80%, but now we have like the only two tandem trailers that don't have a hitch on the back, apparently. That's okay. Let's get this down there. All right, now let's see where we can go to pick up our cow's milk. Looks like right up here. Then we'll just have to find where that's going to sell. Hopefully I can get this close enough. Okay, yeah, this is not going to want to back up to that, so we're going to have to... Did I get the axle locked? Yes, I believe so. Okay, there we go. I'm going to back this up now. There we go, and milk. All right, let's find us a place to sell this. We can get our trailer returned. All right, milk. Where's it sell? Dairy. Well, yeah, dairy. That would track. Yeah, that makes sense, right? Dairy. Where's the dairy at? Yeah, these are really hard to click because each one of these production icons is directly on top of the farmland icon. It's really, really inconvenient. I can't say how inconvenient that is. It makes it almost impossible to click these. I can't see which one is the dairy. Is there a way to turn that off? No, I can turn off the production points, but I can't turn off the field things. Yeah, how are you supposed to click these then? The only thing we can do is we can click this, tag that, and see where it tagged on the map. There, it's that one. Hey, at least it's one of the ones that you know, at least I didn't miss it somewhere else. It's one of the ones we couldn't possibly click. That's a real, well, there's a workaround for it, though. There's a workaround if that happens. So that's where we're going. We're going to that one right there, right down the street from the shop. Okay, I see where we're going. All right, well, let's get headed down there. All right, so if I read the map right, if there's a turn up here, then it should be up here on the right. Let's see here. Bakery, dairy. Yep, there it is. All right, let's see how much money we get for our milk here. Well, looks like, well, we made up pretty good here. Yeah, we're going to have some money. Maybe, well, yeah, we'll have enough money to rent that forage wagon. You know, rent this trailer so we can sell the milk, so that we can rent a forage wagon, so that we can get the silage made for the cattle. Yeah, I think that's what we should do. Let's take this back to the store. Let's rent us a forage wagon, and we can get cooking on some silage for the cows. The baler we own, so we can do that literally any time. All right, so these are not cheap. These are something we're going to want to keep an eye out for. Let's see how much this one here would cost to lease. $2,000, but at least it for $5,000. $5,000. That's okay. Yeah, I think we can do that. Okay, so $5,000 to lease this vehicle. That's doable. That's fine. It holds a good amount of silage. We'll be done with it pretty quick. This will get everything on our field out to the silo. We want to go ahead and grab the grass bales that we have. I did start baling up the grass before I really thought that, hey, we don't want it in bales, but it's fine that we have it in bales. We'll have use for it. We'll want to move those grass bales off the field. We're still getting set up here on the farm. We've only been here a couple months, you know, getting a feel for how things are going to be. We're going to want to get one of these trailers for ourselves, but until that time, we're going to put this leased trailer to work here. I took that corner back there. I almost drove into our wheat field. I forgot. That's our wheat field. I mean, we're working out here in the grass fields, and it looks like just another grass field. I almost drove out into it just out of just, yeah, no real reason at all. All right, so how many grass bales we've got? We got 2 there. I see at least 5 total. I'm gonna hook the big John Deere up to that forage wagon, and we're gonna take this. I'm gonna go get that trailer, the bale trailer, and I'll be right back. I'm just gonna run down the store and grab that. All right, we've got the bale trailer out there on the field. We're gonna run this out there, and we're gonna get that grass stacked up on it, get it out of the way so we can run the forage wagon. Boy, today has just been a whole mess of messing with grass and hay. I guess it's good that, well, we don't have any crops that need our attention. There's really nothing else that we need to do this month, so we got the time to do the, you know, the fooling around with this stuff. Let's get out here. Let's see how many bales do we really have. It looked like 5 for sure from down here. Well, we'll toss these up there, and then we'll have a look around the field and see what we've got. At least we've got a good loader. We've got a really, really good loader. I don't usually buy telehandlers because they're expensive. This one came with the farm. We just started with it, and I kept it because, yeah, I don't use these things enough. I just don't use them. There's more affordable ways to load. But that said, this is probably better than any regular front loader. They're just more stable and they handle better. I mean, how many tractors have all-wheel steering? Only 2 in the game off the top of my head. The Class Zerion 5000, which is can't even equip a loader, and it's way too big for this anyway. And the Lintrack, is it a Lintrack 120? Wait, but that's hang on a second. There's a tractor. There's one tractor I know besides the Zerion. I wanted to say, yeah, it is a Linder Lintrack. Okay, because there's a little tiny truck called a Linder Lintrack. But no, it's this guy right here has 4-wheel steering. This thing makes an excellent loader because it's got 4-wheel steering. That said, most tractors don't. That's one thing that puts telehandlers like this above and beyond is its handling. But yeah, there is a little tractor that does the same thing, but still it can't match the stability, you know, of this guy here. These things are just way superior. Not even counting the telescoping boom on it, of course. So we got, yeah, indeed we had 5 bales total. I wonder if we're careful if we can get all 3 of these down there. I think maybe we can. We'll just want to carefully, ever so carefully, stack these, and even more than how we stack them, it's how we pick them up. But at the same time, gotta be fast, because if we're not fast, then it ain't worth saving the time for. What's the use in saving time if we spend more time picking them up? There we go. I wanted to get it so that the bottom one is spiked, but the top one is still supported by the bracket, yeah, so, there you go. There's room for 3 here and still have it supported. So, 5 bales of grass. We will find a place to store these. They'll come in handy at some point. Ooh, about lost that one over the top of the thing there. If I could just get these set down, I will unstack that top one. Some gentle like, and let's grab this top one here, put it back here. All right, so these 5 bales we'll find a place to put. So down here by the cattle pen, we've got a separate barn and some room. Let's see what kind of room we got, because I haven't been down here much. It's where we had the telehandler parked, but I hadn't really stopped to look around here at this barn. Yeah, we got a TMR mixer in there. Yeah, for now we can throw these grass bales, just throw them inside in the back there, I think would work. All right, so we're just putting these in the back here. And with these grass bales out of the way, we can get back out to the field and start picking up the grass in our, that forage wagon, which we have that rented, so we're going to want to use that and get that back. Well, this should hold a pretty decent amount. I believe it said it holds 35 cubic meters of grass. We're going to have to, of course, see, we're going to want to get some equipment to compact this in the silo at some point. Not necessarily right this minute, but yeah, we're going to want something, even if it's just some kind of cheap, just a weight or something we can put in the tractor. We'll get something to compact this in the silo. And we'll need a bucket for our loader, which might kind of just take the rest of our money, but I guess at least we had the money to do what we need to do. So I kind of see where we're going with this now. I started off today and it's like, hey, let's bale this with this round baler. Well, that was a false start. That was a whole bunch of stuff, but now we know what we're doing. Picking up our grass, the forage wagon. This is going into the silo to turn into silage. We got some of the bales set aside. Now the hay, well, that's going to be easy. The hay we're just making into bales. We got the mixer already. What we need is straw. We'll have straw come next summer from our wheat harvest over there. In the meantime, we can always buy some. Just about got a full load here. There we go. Well, let's get this down to the silo, see how this is going to go. Yeah, that wheat field there. It looks so much like, yeah, you roll off the grass field, and I haven't yet. See, there's no tire tracks in it, but boy, would it be easy just to roll right into that. Maybe we could put a fence there or something. I mean, it's doable, or I could just continue being as careful as I have been, but yeah, fence wouldn't be the worst idea. Now, one thing that's convenient about our silo up here is it's a pull-through silo, so no backing required. We can just pull through and dump off this grass. Well, that is until we get a good amount of grass in here, and then it's going to be then it'll be difficult because we won't be able to drive over it. Try to get this spread out in here, but really we're just going to have to, we're going to have to come through here with a weight and get this smashed down. And so, well, let's see what we got to do. This is what we got to do this fall. This fall, we're taking care of the cattle, doing, yeah, hay, grass. We got silage going. And yeah, so I'm going to finish using this forage wagon. I got to remember that we've got to return this because this is not ours. I'm going to get everything set up here, and I'll check in with you guys later next time here on the farm. Thanks a lot for tuning in. It's fall. It's fall here. Tell me what you guys think down in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe and follow along for more content here, and of course also Roadcraft, which is coming up, an American Truck Simulator as well here on the channel. Guys, thanks a lot, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.